Good morning, I'm Yvonne from Pre Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to make this pop-up gift card. I've made a Christmas one. We won't be doing a Christmas one, we're going to do a thank you one, but this is what it looks like inside. So it just holds any type of gift card. You could put money in it, great for weddings, any of those events that you give a gift card to, or some cash. Right, so this one I created using the Brightly Gleaming stamp set, die, punches and designer series paper. But to show you how to make it, we're going to use some of the products in the Ornate Garden Suite. So I'm just going to use a normal size card, so it will fit into an envelope. In Australia this is an A5 size, which is 14.8 by 10.5, scored and then folded. For the inside of the card, of course, you could make this as elaborate as you wish, but I've just cut 2 pieces of pool party paper and I've put those through the Big Shot with the bricks and mortar and 3D embossing folder. The paper is 14.3 by 10 centimeters, and I'm just going to adhere those in the center of the card. I like to use our liquid glue because it makes it nice and easy to place things, and you've got a little bit of time just to get it in exactly the right spot. So this one down the bottom, and then just to finish off the inside, one at the top as well. You could put designer series paper, lots of different ideas for this particular part, but I just wanted to use the the cardstock on the inside and then the pretty DSP. So I've just left it quite plain in the middle, but just want to have a little bit of detail there with the embossing folder. Then I'm going to use some of the Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Series paper, and this is a sneak peek pre-release or early release of some products that are going to come out in our annual catalogue in June. So this is the beautiful paper. I wanted to make this card so it's suitable for male or female, so I've just chosen this piece of designer series paper, which is this one here. And it's got the floral piece on the back. Now this size is 10 centimeters by 14.3 because I wanted to have it the same width as my detail piece on the inside of the card. So I'm just going to now score that so that I can make my little box idea. And I'm going to score that at 2.5 centimeters. Making sure that it's nice and straight. At 5 centimeters and at 7.5 centimeters. Simple as that. And that's then going to get folded and bone scored or burnished. And I want this side to be the outside facing side. So that's my piece of DSP there. And then your choice, whether you use tear and tape or liquid adhesive. I use a combination of both. I like the liquid adhesive because you've got time to play, time to move your pieces around. So to show you how we place this in, we're going to take off the paper, backing paper. Make sure that you always burnish your tape, no matter what brand it is, because that will give you better adhesion. Then I want to stick this right up from edge to edge, but I want to take it right up to that center fold. So, and this is part of the reason I like to use glue, liquid glue, rather than tape. So I've got that right up in nice and close into that fold. Folding that in half, taking the tape off again. Sorry, the paper, not the tape. Then I'm just going to bring the top of my card down so that that adheres the second side. Then when I lift it up, I have a lovely square. So you can just see through there. So that's the first part. Then you're going to need to make a little envelope for your gift card. Now for the envelope, so this is my little gift card. Some gift cards will come with an envelope, but just cut out the center here I've just used a 1-inch circle punch just to punch out a finger pull. So I've just taken it halfway through and punched it out. And the size of this little envelope is 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, scored at 5, folded in half. And then I've just put a little bit of adhesive on each side, and then that's going to fit. If I get it back in there. As I said, if I can get it in there, that's just going to sit in there. Then I need to adhere my envelope to this part and this facing of the little pop-up. So I'm simply going to place it. I could measure it, but that's okay. I then only want glue. Now again, you could use tear and tape for this, but I'm just using the glue. I'll take it right up to the very top, leave it in place, and then fold the lid down of the card once more, lift up, and that's adhered nicely to this side of the little box. Your card won't sit flat when you pull it backwards, but it will sit flat when you close it. That's the important bit. So now we've got to put the second box in, and what we want to achieve is this effect here. Easiest way to do that, as I said, I like to use glue more than tape, is to put glue just down one edge. I then want to tuck that right in and up against this side so that when I pull the lid down, it's going to adhere again. Now I do it this way because then you've got everything nice and square and nice and flat. I want to make sure that that has adhered nicely. Tuck that base in. I've just got my fingers through the middle of the little first square, just sticking it down. So now it's time to stick this piece down. Now when you stick this piece down, you want to tuck it right in to this little piece here. But you're going to put glue on the correct side, so the side that you're going to be seeing once again. So just glue on the outside, tuck it right in, and down. I'm just holding that in there with my fingers in through the middle of the box, and then again closing it down so that that is adhering nicely. Then when I lift it up, there is my little pop-up, and I'm just going to hold that there so that it sticks nicely. So not a hard card to make, nice and easy. Decorate it as much as you like or as little as you like, depending on what your tastes are. For me, I've used, as I said, I wanted to showcase the Ornate Garden Suite. All right, so to decorate this, I didn't want to put too much on here, but I did want to put a little bit. For the inside, so you've got a little space to write on, I've simply used our Ornate layering dies. I'm just going to flip that over, and I've got the name covered up. So it's Ornate Layers dies. You get a whole bundle of different dies, beautiful to work with, different shapes. I've just used this plain one because I didn't want to put too much on there. If you don't have these, of course, you could just do a rectangle piece. So I'm just going to adhere that in there. So that is where you would write your little message, who it's to and who it's from. As I said, you can decorate this as much or as little as you like. So that's just a little spot to write on. Then for the front, I didn't want to put a lot of fuss and a lot of things on here. So I've just got a piece of the Pool Party paper. Again, I've just embossed it with the Bricks and Mortar embossing folder. That's just going to go on the front. I didn't want to put too much on the front because it is going to be quite a thick card to fit into an envelope, but it will fit nicely into a C6 envelope. Just holding that so that it adheres nicely. And because I wanted this to be for male or female, I didn't want to use any of these fancy filigree layering dies for my card. So I've just used the plain one as I've already shown you. And then to change it up a little bit, I also, in the same set, use this die, which is a nice, straightforward, easy one to use and not too feminine. So I'm just going to adhere that one on there and then bring in the stamp set that I've used. I've used the Ornate Thanks stamp set. So, and I've just stamped the thank you, and again die cut with that same die that I used on the inside from the Ornate Layers dies. Then on the base just here, if you can see there, I've got thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I've stamped that in Pool Party, and the from the bottom of my heart is in this same stamp set. So just adhere this to the front. Then I've just popped a couple of dimensionals on the back of my little banner. And popped that on the front as well. And then just to show you that it will fit nice and easily into a C6 envelope, if I can get the envelope open, it's ready to go in the mail. I will also decorate my envelope because I like to decorate my envelopes. I'll put a little bit of this paper on the back just so that it's nice and pretty. So that, ladies and gents, if you're watching, is a pop-up gift card holder suitable for absolutely any occasion. And as I've already shown you, the Christmas one, great for Christmas gifts if you've got family or friends that you'd rather give a gift card or money to instead of an actual gift, or if they're overseas, whatever, you can do all sorts of different things. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. I've got lots of other designs up on my Pinterest board, pre-designs. Have fun and happy crafting. Thank you.